Hello, hello. Old Dad here. And tonight we're getting ready to watch Raw. And here's the thing. It's tag team night. So you've got the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders getting ready to face Judgment Day. But Dominic this time, that should be fun. And for me, the big one will be Bianca Belair and Naomi versus Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. I think they're setting up for Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill. And I follow me on this. This is a match everybody's been wanting, and they're both powerhouses. I still think Bianca Belair's going to win if they do face each other because, you know, she's got the experience. She's more flippy-do ready and things like that. She's got a lot of stuff in her bag. That's all I'm saying. Bianca Belair's got a lot of stuff in her bag. I think she'd win that. But that's an old dad thing. The match is going to be good, though. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bianca Belair and Naomi. That's my guess for match of the night. But let's get to watching this so that we can see which one actually is the match of the night. So that first segment was fantastic, mainly because of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn goes up to, and this is after the first part. We'll get to that after this. But Sami Zayn goes up to CM Punk and he's like, I heard what you said. You said we're not on the same level. I agree with you because one of us main evented WrestleMania and the other one did not. And he just turned it right back around on him. Left CM Punk speechless. That's impressive. That's impressive. Now, outside of that, at the beginning, Seth Rollins was talking. Gunther came out, said he wanted to face Seth Rollins. He hoped he won. Logan Paul came out. And he got booed so hard that you couldn't even hear him. He had to scream in the mic, and you still couldn't hear him. It was fantastic. And how he put it off afterward, even better. He was just like, now listen, boys, that's what attention sounds like. I gotta admit, everybody that I say, they all impressed me. Gunther always impresses me. Gunther's Gunther. Me and young lad was having a talk about Gunther, and I was just like, yeah, who's beating Gunther? I mean, seriously, I'm surprised Cody Rhodes did. Moving on, A-Town Down Under, I loved their promo, but this whole first segment was nothing but promos. We're getting ready for Judgment Day versus War Raiders. That should be interesting. And I say interesting because, well, it's got Dominic. And he's kind of fun. And War Raiders, really tough. So I'm anxious to see this one. JD McDonagh just smacked his head so hard. He did that back flippy do and landed his head. It looked completely accidental. And he's actually fighting in this match. This is an extra. That is crazy. Like, it looked like he needed to go to the hospital after that hit. That's the kind of hit that you find out the people, you know, didn't get back up. Now, I'm not saying he would have been dead, but concussion, possibly like broken neck or something like that. He hit that hard, and he's in there fighting. Now, you can see him every now and then going down, and he just like rests in between. This match, I mean, the fact of McDonaugh and what he went through and what he's doing, even if it's anything, I can't see this match getting beat for that reason alone. And he's in there going, but you can tell he's hurt. And he's still, like, he's getting slammed. That head's got to be jacked. This has been great. So here's the thing. That match was great. And Austin Creed, I mean, Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods was so good in that match. That match was so good. Austin. I'm going by up, down, down. Anyways, Xavier Woods, very dominant in that match. He looked so good. Everything, the pace of that match, I loved it. I loved the pace of that match. I loved how he had control of that match. It was so good. It ended up, and he dominated that whole match. But his family came out, wore New Day Sucks shirts. The distraction was good enough. Rey Mysterio won. Even put on the shirt that said New Day Sucks. Rey won, but that match was great. Still not as good as JD McDonagh and the War Raiders match. And I'm giving it to JD McDonagh because after that hit, it's going to be hard to beat him out. I mean, it's going to be hard. But he looked so good in that match. Moving on. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez won the match against Naomi and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is so impressive. I would like to see her face Apollo Crews. Now, I know Apollo Crews is stronger by a little bit. But, I mean, they both do the flippy deuce. They're both so athletic. That would be a fun match to see. Will it ever happen? No, it won't ever happen. But it would be so good. It would be so good. Anyway, everybody's talking about entering the Royal Rumble, winning the Royal Rumble. I don't have a pick for who I want to win the Royal Rumble as far as men go. Young Lad wants to see Dominic Mysterio win it. He thinks that it's going to be Cena. He wants to see Dominic Mysterio win it. Now, I think that it's going to be Roman Reigns that wins it or CM Punk. However, the Women's Royal Rumble, I do have a pick of who I want to win it. Zoe Stark. I would like to see Zoe Stark win it. I would like to see her starting to climb up. That's an old dad opinion. That's an old dad pick. All right, let's get to the next part. By the way, that match was really good. Okay, so the big news, 2K25 announced Roman Reigns on the cover. Old dad, gotta have it. Worth working an extra day? Absolutely. Old dad wants it. Top it all off, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. That's coming up next. Drew McIntyre, he was speaking to Paul Heyman. Old dad, he said all your success, it's because of me. Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm a Drew McIntyre fan. He spits a lot of truth. That one was a little weird. Even as a Drew McIntyre, that one was a little weird. Now, him saying that he's going to beat up Roman Reigns and throw him over. Him saying that he's going to beat CM Punk and throw him over. If anybody's going to do it, I can see Drew McIntyre doing it. He's pretty beastly. He is the giant right now. I know there are people taller. I know that there are people wider. But Drew McIntyre, out of all of them, may be the most intimidating. Old dad opinion. Do I think he's going to win the Royal Rumble? No, I don't. But That was a good segment. Now we're getting ready to go and see this match. And I want to see it. And I'm hoping Sami loses because he's facing Drew McIntyre. He hasn't won yet. Hopefully after this, he's like, you want me to face who? Drew McIntyre? I'll pass. That's where I would be. If I got claymored by that guy as a regular, I would probably be like, I'll pass. Pass. But now I want to watch this match. That match, I don't know. That match might have just beat out the War Raider match. I still give the best guy tonight to JD McDonagh. The power bomb that Drew McIntyre did earlier, absolutely impressive. Sami Zayn, haluva kick to Cody Rhodes. He made it look like an accident. I don't know. That was good. Drew McIntyre won the match. He won the match. Did he cheat to win? I don't care. Drew McIntyre owned that match. Sami Zayn had a bloody nose. That match might have been the best match of the night, though. There was a couple parts that was like, But, I mean, probably because of the bloody nose. You got to see Sami Zayn walk out like he was disappointed or whatever. Kevin Owens was like, almost like, good job, I'm glad you got my back type scenario. I enjoyed that. As of right now, I hate to say it, as of right now, Sami Zayn is very interesting. That match, I think, is the match to watch. The JD McDonagh, and I'm going to call it that, War Raiders versus Judgment Day, that match was super impressive, mainly because of the one. This match was super impressive overall. So right now, that might be my favorite match, but I can't wait to see what happens next. It ended with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk talking, and basically CM Punk said he's going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to take on Cody Rhodes. He's going to beat him. Cody Rhodes did this thing. He said, everybody's been trying to catch you. Now you're trying to catch me, and so forth. It went back and forth. It was pretty good. And it was a decent build-up for those two facing each other. CM Punk's going to be disappointed. It's going to be Roman Reigns. Chances are it's going to be Roman Reigns. But the ending was okay. It was talky, but it was good talky. I loved wrestling tonight. My favorite match, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. I'm assuming that was the main event, and it was worth the main event. Best match, once again, was the main event. However, my standout is JD McDonagh. That was superb. I mean, something needs to be done with him after tonight. Just, if he's able to walk tomorrow, that's an impressive human being. The fact that he did walk tonight, that was an impressive human being. Overall, loved it. But what was your opinion? I'd love to hear it. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Later.